Welcome to Kansas Ag Report with your host, Brian Holman.
Welcome to Kansas Ag Report. I'm Brian Holman, and here's our lineup for today's show. In Ag News, we'll take a look at local and national headlines affecting Kansas farmers. In our Ag Feature, we hear from Teresa Brandenburg and Kurt Marth, both from Kansas Soybean Association, to talk about the 2017 Kansas Soybean Expo, soybean membership, and checkoff dollars. And inside Kansas Ag, KDA informs us about 6 upcoming agribusiness development workshops, and Kansas Wheat tells us about the importance of U.S. wheat's crop quality seminars. And in news you need to know, we get our weekly update from the Kansas Livestock Association, look back at last week's market activity with the guys from Paragon, and we'll let you know about important events coming up around the state of Kansas. Glad you could join us.
Closed captioning brought to you by
The Soybean Checkoff. Progress powered by Kansas farmers. KansasSoybeans.org.
Ag Risk Solutions. Experience, knowledge, integrity. Your crop insurance solution, Ag Risk Solutions. Kansas Wheat Commission. Leaders in the adoption of profitable innovations for wheat. Online at kswheat.com. Kansas Livestock Association, supporting our members' business interests to meet consumers' demands. KLA.org.
Here's our national headlines for this week in Ag News. President Barack Obama signed an executive order committing to prevent the economic, plant, animal, and ecological threats that invasive species cause. One instance spurring the action is that of a population of zebra mussels were accidentally introduced into the Great Lakes, and the infestation then spread into the Mississippi and Arkansas rivers, causing millions of dollars in damage. The mandate directs federal agencies to expand the use of new and existing technologies to develop metrics, standards, and databases that can be used to monitor those species. U.S. farm paid milk price for November was $17.60 per hundredweight, $1 higher than the previous month. Minnesota and Wisconsin had the largest price increases of the 23 major milk-producing states, each rising $1.70 from the month before. For the week ending December 24th, U.S. weekly 40-pound block cheese price averaged $1.78 per pound. Tough talk from President-elect Donald Trump is making some ag leaders nervous about a potential trade war with China. Iowa Secretary of Agriculture Bill Northey says there is some risk involved with Trump's tough stance. He says there is certainly a risk to exports when you create an uncertainty to those markets. We need a certainty that our products are going to move. On the other hand, if Trump is successful in holding China accountable for promises made under the WTO, it could create more trade opportunities for U.S. producers. In the local news, U.S. Senator Pat Roberts will be continuing as a leader of the U.S. Senate Committee on Agriculture, Nutrition, and Forestry during the 115th Congress. Roberts says, "I am humbled to be chosen by the Senate Republican Conference to lead the Agriculture Committee as we head into the 115th Congress." The senator is the only member of Congress to hold the titles of both Senate and House Agriculture Committee Chair and Ranking Member. KDHE and the Kansas Department of Wildlife, Parks, and Tourism are issuing revised fish consumption advisories for 2017. The advisories identify types of fish or other aquatic animals that should be eaten in limited quantities or avoided altogether because of contamination. General advice and internet resources are also provided to aid the public in making informed decisions. Go to the KDHE website at kdheks.gov for more information. Holly Martin was promoted to publisher of High Plains Journal effective January 1st and will oversee all operations. Martin has been with the Journal since 1994 and was the editor for 13 years before her promotion. As part of the transition, Bill Spiegel, a nationally recognized agricultural writer, has assumed the duties of editor. Martin will become only the 4th publisher, and Spiegel will be only the 4th editor of the Journal. Congratulations to both. Up next in our Ag Feature, we hear from Teresa Brandenburg and Kurt Marth, both from Kansas Soybean Association, to talk about the 2017 Kansas Soybean Expo, soybean membership, and checkoff dollars. You're watching Kansas Ag Report. Please stay tuned.
This segment brought to you by Kansas Livestock Association, supporting our members' business interests to meet consumers' demands. KLA.org. Oldie Seed Farms, carrying soil-specific seed. Find them on the web at oldieseed.com. That's OHLDE seed.com. Grass and Grain, online or in the mail, keeping Kansas farmers informed for over 60 years. grassandgrain.com. Kansas Wheat Commission, leaders in the adoption of profitable innovations for wheat. Online at kswheat.com.
Imagine having someone help you pick the best corn hybrids for every field on your farm. Your Oldie representative can combine your data with his data to offer a field-by-field prescription. Contact Oldie Seed today at 877-692-4555.
This Medford, New Jersey school bus runs on biodiesel, and so do these. In fact, all of these buses run on clean-burning biodiesel, which is great because the more we use biodiesel in our heavy-duty vehicles, the less carbon pollution in our air. Think how great it would be if more of our school buses ran on biodiesel. More biodiesel, less carbon pollution. More is less. Biodiesel, America's advanced biofuel.
You need a partner that you can count on to be there for your business. Providing a depth of understanding to risk management issues so you don't have to. A knowledgeable support team located in your area, delivering products and services to make you more successful.
Premier Farm and Home has what you need to make your lawn the best in the neighborhood.
Hi, I'm Ken. We choose Premier Farm and Home for the professional look that we do ourselves.
Feel free to stop in. You can also visit our website at heycow.com.
Hi, I'm Teresa Brandenburg, a member of the Board of Directors for the Kansas Soybean Association, and I'm coming to you today from the 2017 Kansas Soybean Expo. We've got a great day here in Topeka. It looks like we're going to have record attendance as well as a great opportunity for farmers to come together and learn about some of the newest things going on in Kansas soybeans. We started out the day with the Kansas Soybean Commission update. We're going to hear from representatives from IGP and the Soy Transportation Coalition. After that, we're going to hear a K-State update. We're going to learn about genes and new gene combinations from Dr. Bill Shapaw from K-State. And then we're going to learn about every farmer's arch nemesis, weeds, with Dallas Peterson. After that, we'll head over to Heritage Hall for the luncheon. We're going to have a great meal served today, but most importantly, we're going to hear from Tracy Streeter from the Kansas Water Office speaking to us as part of our luncheon program. We will also be honoring some of the board of directors that are leaving us, as well as holding the Kansas Soybean Association annual meeting where we'll be voting on policy resolutions and membership updates for the next year. The afternoon session will be the highlight of the day. We're going to see some of the successes of Kansas soybean farmers from all over the state. With our yield contest results, we're going to see who broke the records and what they did for best practices to reach those yields. So that will be a really exciting time. That's actually a schedule change for us this year. Typically that was held at the luncheon, and we've moved that into the afternoon to allow those folks to have the recognition they deserve, because we all know everything that we do really depends on having a strong soybean crop. So we want to really celebrate those producers. The end of the day is going to be rounded out with a talk from Daryl Holliday. He's going to speak to us today about managing those economic shifts. We know as farmers that we've got to be able to make a living, and he's going to talk to us about some ways to really stay afloat in those shifting economic times. Finally, we'll end the day with the Kansas Soybean Commission, Kansas Soybean Association reception, where you'll have a chance to meet all of the board of directors, as well as socialize and have a really great time just getting to know the people that are working for you on a daily basis. So it's going to be a great day here in Topeka, and we're really looking forward to learning and getting to know all of the members that are coming out today. We actually started planning this year's Expo the day after Expo last year. We're always on the lookout for speakers and to really know what trends of things soybean farmers are going to want to know about. And so at our March meeting, we began to look at speakers and really start to plan the agenda. And we work all year to make sure that this is a great day and a worthwhile time. We know time away from the farm is really valuable, and we want to make sure that this is worth the time that the farmers take to come out. I've been honored to be the chair of the Expo committee for several years now, and it's really a whole board that works together to serve Kansas farmers and serve the soybean industry, and we're so excited to have people here. And if you didn't make it this year, we really look forward to seeing you at the 2018 Kansas Soybean Expo.
This segment brought to you by Farm Bureau, a grassroots ag organization representing the state's farmers and ranchers since 1919. KFB.org. Oldie Seed Farms, carrying soil-specific seed. Find them on the web at oldieseed.com. That's OHLDE seed.com. Grass and Grain, online or in the mail, keeping Kansas farmers informed for over 60 years. Grassandgrain.com. Kansas Wheat Commission, leaders in the adoption of profitable innovations for wheat. Online at kswheat.com.
Hello, my name is Kurt Marth. I am the chairman of the Kansas Soybean Association, which I was elected last August to become chairman. Last December, we did sift through 80 to 90 projects and research proposals to come up with the best projects for the Kansas soybean farmer. We've narrowed it down to both local projects done at K-State and Wichita State University, Pittsburgh State University for local research and extension. We also partner with other corporations or companies like USB that we do international projects such as aquaculture in Pakistan and Indonesia. We have projects in poultry production in Mexico and Japan. And we feel those projects are really important with the big crops that the Kansas farmer is growing. We really need to increase our exports out of the state and out of the country. And these countries are such growing in population that the export opportunities are just endless to get into those countries. So in this coming 2017, we're just excited to see how this research and these projects proceed. We will receive quarterly reports from all of our projects, and we'll be able to stay on task with them and see how it's accomplishing, if they're actually getting to their goals and what we hope to see. Today we are at the Kansas Soybean Expo, in which we sponsor every year. We like to have this opportunity to let the Kansas farmer come and visit with us, hear our speakers that we've picked out, to understand what some of these projects are locally and international. We saw a really good attendance today at the Expo, and just it was well representative. We had a lot of congressional members show up for our lunch today, in which they heard what was also going on in the soybean industry, which we feel is very important to keep them up to date. And that's one of the main tasks of the association, is to work a lot with our representative and senators of Kansas to make sure that they are totally aware of what is going on in the state of Kansas. As far as the commission go, we do not lobby for things, but we are responsible for the checkoff dollars. I have been on the commission for 12 years, so I feel like I really understand the checkoff process. And the checkoff receives 0.5% of every dollar that is received on a soybean. So that does equate to quite a bit of money, and it's my money as well as the rest of the Kansas farmers' money. So it is important to see how that is spent. So that's why I love our December meeting. This year we spent 3 days actually. We had 12 hours of presentations of projects. And so it was a huge time investment for all the commission people, as the commission and the association members are all volunteers. So we are donating our time. And it's for the betterment of our own farms and our Kansas communities that we do that. But it's great to see how that money is spent and to see it leveraged with other checkoff dollars or other commissions across the country. So today I want to thank everyone that did come to the Expo. It was great to see all of you, and I hope that all of you picked up some value today on what the commission's doing, what the association is doing to represent the Kansas farmer.
This winter, the Kansas Department of Agriculture invites you to participate in one of our agribusiness development workshops to help as you grow or expand your business. I'm Lynn Henrickson, Agribusiness Development Director at KDA. We are hosting 6 regional agribusiness development workshops to provide Kansas farmers, ranchers, and agribusinesses with resources, current business development opportunities, and organizational contacts. These statewide workshops are funded through a USDA Rural Business Development Grant and will feature a variety of speakers representing local, state, and national organizations with expertise in agribusiness and economic development. Workshops will be held January 19th in Russell, February 2nd in Emporia, February 9th in Winfield, February 16th in Liberal, February 23rd in Norton, and March 2nd in Hutchinson. All workshops will be held from 5:30 to 8:30 in the evening. Additional information on specific agendas, locations, and how to register for individual workshops can be found on KDA's website, agriculture.ks.gov/ag-marketing. To RSVP, just email your name and your preferred workshop location to kda.events@ks.gov or call us at 785-564-6700. The Kansas Department of Agriculture is committed to providing an environment that enhances and encourages growth of the agriculture industry and the Kansas economy.
Wheat buyers, millers, and processors in South Asia have a better understanding of the quality of this year's hard red winter wheat crop thanks to U.S. Wheat Associates' annual crop quality seminars. Kansas Wheat CEO Justin Gilpin presented U.S. hard red winter wheat quality information at the seminars that were held in November in the Philippines, Indonesia, Thailand, and Vietnam. Each year, after thousands of wheat crop samples are analyzed and the results are published in the U.S. Wheat Crop Quality Report, U.S. Wheat Associates invites its overseas customers to seminars led by U.S. Wheat staff, growers, State Wheat Commission staff, and partner organizations. These seminars dive into grade factors and baking quality specs for all 6 U.S. wheat classes and are tailored to focus on the needs and trends in each regional market. In 2016, U.S. Wheat hosted 40 seminars in 23 countries. One of the advantages of hard red winter wheat is its constant demand. Hard red winter wheat is viewed as a traditional wheat around the world. Hard red winter wheat sets the standards that buyers gauge for quality in competitors like Australia and other countries. The environmental impact each year is always somewhat different on each crop. This dictates how each crop, year after year, will have different qualities. This makes it important to do seminars annually to talk about quality attributes to our customers in a competitive environment, because a customer with more information ultimately will be a better customer.
This segment brought to you by Farm Bureau, a grassroots ag organization representing the state's farmers and ranchers since 1919. KFB.org. Oldie Seed Farms, carrying soil-specific seed. Find them on the web at oldieseed.com. That's OHLDE seed.com. Grass and Grain, online or in the mail, keeping Kansas farmers informed for over 60 years. Grassandgrain.com. Kansas Wheat Commission, leaders in the adoption of profitable innovations for wheat. Online at kswheat.com.
Premier Farm and Home has what you need to make your lawn the best in the neighborhood.
Hi, I'm Ken. We choose Premier Farm and Home for the professional look that we do ourselves.
Feel free to stop in. You can also visit our website at heycow.com.
I will take action against herbicide-resistant weeds. I will know my weeds, and I will stop them before they go to seed. I will do whatever it takes to give my crops the upper hand, and I will use multiple herbicide sites of action because every action counts. I will take action, this time for all time.
You need a partner that you can count on to be there for your business, providing a depth of understanding to risk management issues so you don't have to. A knowledgeable support team located in your area, delivering products and services to make you more successful.
The producer-funded Kansas Wheat Innovation Center was built to get improved varieties into the hands of farmers faster. Kansas Wheat, farmers advancing their future through wheat genetics research.
Kansas Farm Bureau, the voice of agriculture, represents grassroots agriculture. The state's largest and most powerful farm organization stands up for its members through leadership development, agriculture education, legal defense, environmental advocacy, farm safety, and risk management. Members also enjoy money-saving benefits. To join our organization today or to learn more, go to www.kfb.org or find us on Facebook and Twitter.
This Medford, New Jersey school bus runs on biodiesel, and so do these. In fact, all of these buses run on clean-burning biodiesel, which is great because the more we use biodiesel in our heavy-duty vehicles, the less carbon pollution in our air. Think how great it would be if more of our school buses ran on biodiesel. More biodiesel, less carbon pollution. More is less. Biodiesel, America's advanced biofuel.
Imagine having someone help you pick the best corn hybrids for every field on your farm. Your Oldie representative can combine your data with his data to offer a field-by-field prescription. Contact Oldie Seed today at 877-692-4555.
The 2017 Kansas legislative session convened January 9th in Topeka, and state lawmakers were expected to immediately begin deliberating Governor Sam Brownback's proposed solutions to the $350 million deficit for the current budget year. This year's session involves many new players, as more than a third of the House and Senate are newly elected. In addition, only 2 of the top 6 leadership positions in the House and Senate are holdovers from the previous session, and many committee chairs are new as well. The high-profile issues for 2017 are expected to be the state's financial status and an attempt to craft a new K-12 education funding plan, with a pending state Supreme Court ruling likely to direct the legislature on this matter. Answers to these challenges undoubtedly will require consideration of bills that could amend state income tax law to generate additional revenue. On the legislature's agricultural agenda, amendments to the state's water conservation area law and the water rights impairment claim process are expected to be deliberated. In addition, reform of the state's noxious weed law and modifications to the deer hunting permit system will be debated this session. KLA will be one of several agricultural organizations that will ask legislators to increase maximum truck weights to 90,000 pounds gross vehicle weight on 6 axles only to more closely harmonize Kansas law with neighboring states.
Good morning. I'm Derek Hermish with Paragon Ag. With the futures price of new crop soybeans spending most of their time trading between $9.80 and $10.20 since mid-October of last year, and new crop corn not making an appearance above $3.95 in that same time frame, you'd have to think there's a good chance we see more acres of soybeans in the U.S. this year if the current pattern keeps up, to the tune of 5 million acres or more going to soybeans if you believe some of the forecasts. Recently, a well-known analyst forecasted soybeans with a 6 in front of them by next fall. That's some bold talk when we've still got 2 weather cycles to get through, one in the U.S. and yet to see everything from South America. And I'm sure if we see too dry or too wet of weather, we'll have a walking back of that price forecast. However, none of that changes the fact that there are a lot of real reasons to be concerned about the risk of lower soybean prices if you factor in an acreage shift and the unknown of exactly how trade relations are going to shake out between China and the new U.S. administration. That doesn't mean lower prices happen, but if you're a farmer out there looking to shift into more soybean acres this year, it may be wise to get a head start on managing price risk with that in mind. I'm Derek Hermish. Have a good day.
Closed captioning brought to you by
The Soybean Checkoff. Progress powered by Kansas farmers. KansasSoybeans.org.
Ag Risk Solutions. Experience, knowledge, integrity. Your crop insurance solution, Ag Risk Solutions. Kansas Wheat Commission. Leaders in the adoption of profitable innovations for wheat. Online at kswheat.com. Kansas Livestock Association. Supporting our members' business interests to meet consumers' demands. KLA.org.
Well, that's our show for today. I hope you'll join us each week for more news and information about agriculture in the state of Kansas. I'm Brian Holman, and thanks for watching.
I will take action against herbicide-resistant weeds. I will know my weeds, and I will stop them before they go to seed. I will do whatever it takes to give my crops the upper hand, and I will use multiple herbicide sites of action because every action counts. I will take action, this time for all time.
You need a partner that you can count on to be there for your business. Providing a depth of understanding to risk management issues so you don't have to. A knowledgeable support team located in your area, delivering products and services to make you more successful.
Premier Farm and Home has what you need to make your lawn the best in the neighborhood.
Hi, I'm Ken. We choose Premier Farm and Home for the professional look that we do ourselves.
Feel free to stop in. You can also visit our website at heycow.com.